and welcome from the Bahrain International Circuit here in Sakhir, where the drivers are down on the grid going through the last checks with their engineers before we can get underway.
And welcome to the very first the first race of the Elite Racing League, proudly sponsored by a fictional version of the FIA. And as you can see, we are starting here in P4. This is highlights of the pre-season test race at Bahrain. If you want to see a whole season of this, as it's all been modded, well, the name's been modded by myself, and Race Department, credit to them for releasing the mods and the people that made the mods. But anyway, let's go to 5 red lights for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Even though it's not really the Bahrain Grand Prix, we're underway. The Mercedes get a pretty good start. Lucas de Grassi also gets a pretty good start off the line. And we are the Red Bull on the very far left right there, going very offline, as is one of the Haas cars. And it also looks like Lucas de Grassi's teammate. As you can see in turn 1, we are bogged down by the two Mercedes and Ion McLeod's Ferrari, for God's sake. And, well, as you can tell, 14-lap race. It's looking pretty good. The Mercedes are actually doing battle. We just have a lot of speed with the Audi engine in the back there. We take over Beardmore and McLeod, who according to the proximity arrows actually managed to stick it round and stay there for a while. But Mick Schumacher, of course, Michael Schumacher's, I can never remember if it's his nephew, or I think it might be. But yeah, he actually starts getting away from us a little bit, or from me anyway. But because F1 2016's slipstream is just so OP, the Audi engine has no problem just getting to him. So, onwards, as you can tell, Josh Beardmore, according to the proximity arrow, as you can see right there, is right up our gearbox. He's trying to make a move, and we've got some action further down the field. This is Lando Norris, the McLaren test driver, and oh my days, look at that train. Oh, there is obviously our battle going on at the bottom, well, on the bottom right there. But as you can tell, look, you've got McLaren, look, Charles Leclerc there, actually going for a move on one of the Jaguars. But back to our POV now. And Mick Schumacher is kind of getting away. And because this is the PC version, a lot of mistakes, I do make a few mistakes in this race. But what can you do? It's F1 2016. Like, the first few seasons will be on F1 2016 just to get the season underway. And then from that on, well, from like season 3 or something onwards, it will be on F1 2017 until F1 2018 comes out. Basically until I can mod F1 2018 when that comes out in the summer. In simple terms. But Schumacher sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Even though it's only a test race, it is showing the Mercedes are pretty damn quick. We go into lap 2 now and we do what I call a Shane special. And we even cover off Mick Schumacher. Even though he's still there, if you have a look at the proximity, he's trying to actually stick it down our outside, or our inside rather. Absolute scenes right there. We're going to probably get a replay on that. As you can see, the Mercedes are also doing battle, but look at this. We give him the room, and oh, I think that was a BMW. Literally trying, well, yes, no, it's actually Pascal Wehrlein's Force India. As you can tell, some teams have actually been revamped, others have been completely, what's the word? Brought out, let's say, for the ERL, as it is a different thing to F1 completely, even though it's in the same universe. But as we can see now, the battle of the Mercedes has actually come out with Beardmore on top. As we go, I'm not sure, I think that might be a fastest sector, but the thinking there's a mistake there, and Beardmore has gone through, but Schumacher is not gonna, well, we're not gonna let Schumacher through. Beardmore, one of my pretty close friends along with Carl McLeod, they actually wanted to be in this, so yeah, credit to them for actually saying, oh hey, I want to beat you at a championship, but you know, can't have everything. But Josh Beardmore will now continue. DHL sponsorship right there, very nice. Yeah, but oh, Shane special, and yes, I am actually Well, I've already recorded the race, I'm recording this commentary, trying to do it in one take. So if the commentary's crap, then I apologise. But there is a mistake right there. There is the dive bomb, and we completely cover him off. That is a great move, even if I do say so myself. But I'm thinking this AI is a bit too easy, so I might actually boost up the difficulty for the next race as we come on to lap 3 now. Beardmore and Schumacher have actually kept behind us in a train, and Beardmore's at the fastest lap of the race, and you can see DRS has been enabled. Unbelievable scenes right now. Absolute scenes. Let's see what happens next. Oh, I should know what happens next. I made the blooming thing. Anyway, moving on. We've actually started to bridge the gap a little bit between the two Mercedes, but as you can see, we're actually on soft tyres compared to the Mercedes super softs. So I did, well, when I was making the strategy, I did intend, because I made the strategy myself, to go longer in the first stint, because I didn't know how bad I was going to do, but as you can tell, with that first bit of corner, or few there, I can't say words, through the first section of corners, made a few mistakes by hitting the curb quite a few times there.
Oh, got him.
I apologise for that background thing, but yeah. That will not happen again, I apologise for that. But yeah, as you say, she didn't know I was recording. Yeah, well, that's going to be fun, isn't it? That's going to get a few lols. Anyway, back to the race. Actually, it's kind of a good thing that happened, because nothing's really happening in this race at the moment. But anyway, moving on. The Red Bull is charging. I wouldn't want to be in Spain with this Red Bull right now, because bulls freak out when they see red, so if it's a Red Bull, does that mean it will charge it itself? I don't know, but anyway. Here comes, well, there's another mistake there. But we have somehow, oh, there seems to be the Mercedes yeah. Wow, I talk too fast sometimes. The Mercedes seem to be battling. As you can see, I think that is Beardmore leading. Then Schumacher just dives it. But Beardmore tries to keep it in. Schumacher actually does the overtake right there. Mick Schumacher showing why a GP3 driver actually does work. As you can see, our engineer Jeff is going to tell us about a possible strategy change on lap 5. We're actually on target because our target was 7th. Thanks, team. Are you assuming that I do crap? Really, team? Really? But as you saw in the little pop-up on the bottom right there, we could actually come out in 10th. That's how much of a gap we have made if we were to pit on lap 6. Instead of lap 8, which I had originally intended to. So these softs have got some pretty good life in them. Yes, that is the sound of dinner being made. Yes. Are you hungry now? No, you're probably not, to be honest. But whatever. Yeah, you know your race has kind of got to the boring stage when you're just talking about random things. But, yeah, I know, humour. Anyway, back to the race. Nothing, once again, really happening, but that's to be expected. It's Bahrain after all. It's not blooming, what's a good, Mexico, or Italy, or something along those lines. But yeah, we are going to have a highlight because I believe something is actually, something is actually happening in the back. But it is, I believe, yes, we are entering lap 6 now. And nothing has really happened, to say the least, on that lap. It was a very mediocre lap of just us just in the middle of nowhere. But I think, yes, it is lap 6, so it is time for us to come in. And there's a bit of a mistake there. That might have allowed Schumacher to get a few tenths up on us. I mean, I doubt it because of the AI. I will probably do the difficulty a bit more, because that way the races would actually be somewhat interesting, even though this has been quite interesting, to be honest. But yeah, let's have a look at the race director to see where everybody is and what tyres they're on. Right, so as you can see, most runners in the top 12 are actually on soft tyres. It's only the 2 Mercedes, Lucas de Grassi. No, it's actually the 2 BMWs and the 2 Mercedes are the only 4 drivers in the top 12 to actually be on soft tyres. So at the moment, we lead the 2 Mercedes, who leads Verline. The Force Indy are doing very well. And they're just doing very well. Sadly, Robert Kubica fans, you might be triggered at the fact that he's in last place, but that's not my fault. It's the way that Williams has actually scripted. Whoa! I saw that. I think it was one of the BMW cars going for a move further back. But this is Kyle McLeod, and that was Sebastian Buemi, my teammate, going ham, literally, on some Scottish ass. But we have come out in 5th, I believe. Or was that us? I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch that. It was either me or Buemi doing a move on on Kyle. I think it was Buemi because he's in 6th now. Anyway, we are sizing up Lucas Di Grassi here, but we're not actually going to attempt to move because we were way far back. As we can see, Charles Leclerc doing very well in 5th, but 5th? Yeah, 5th. In 3rd, because we're in 5th. Jesus Christ. I say words, not. Anyway, moving swiftly on, Di Grassi is going to be, well, obviously defended from myself, and obviously Leclerc is going to be defending from Di Grassi. As you can see, it's a 13-second gap between Beardmore and Di Grassi, as it just came up on the graphic there. Di Grassi is actually going to go into the pits for this. So let's move on with the race. We'll move on in a few minutes' time. But there's a move on Charles Leclerc. Pascal Wehrlein in the Force India is leading the race. I don't actually know what's going on here, so there's going to be a lot of background noise, so I will be cutting out the recording here, but I will continue in a few minutes.
The end is night, the end is night, f***ing run away, the end is night.
I'm back. We are ready for the second half of the race. Pascal Wehrlein currently leads, and you know what my fan base's reaction was like, judging by the previous clip. But anyway, yes, my mic is a load of horse crap, so that will probably be fixed for the actual season. But some of you might not mind it, because you hear the racing, not my voice. Anyway, we are on lap 8 of 14. We're going for a move on Pascal Wehrlein, actually, trying to get the lead back. But it's, it's a little success. But we will have the magic DRS on our car, ready to use to overtake Wehrlein. As you saw, the Leclerc's pretty far back. The yellow dot down there obviously means that Buemi is now in 4th place. And a Shane special on Wehrlein. We cover off Wehrlein. It doesn't work. It actually does not work as we go very wide. And it's caused Leclerc to get into Wehrlein's slipstream and they both overtake us. That is what you call that absolute scenes in the test race right now. You're going to try to go for a move on Leclerc, but Leclerc squeezes us out. Nice one, Charles. Anyway. Moving swiftly. They are on softs though, and they are yet to pit. So, it'll be interesting to see when they actually pit. Will they keep going, or will they box? That is the question. It looks like, mistake, damn it. That's gonna, our car's all of a sudden just become a magnet to the grass. But here we are, on lap 9, side by side with Leclerc and Wehrlein. Leclerc looking to take the lead, and has briefly took the lead, but Wehrlein comes back. Leclerc keeps it tied, they bang tyres, and Leclerc is through. And because of the battle, they have lost a lot of time. We have joined them, but we are going 3 wide. But no, they leave off the brakes way too early. And we have took P1, but they are right up our gearbox. And they are still going side by side. They do not care. They actually do not care that I have just passed them. They just want to murder each other. And it looks like Buemi has caught up to Leclerc and Wehrlein's battle, which is absolute scenes, even if I do say so myself. It's going to be absolutely mental this half of the race, it would seem, judging by just what the hell is going on. That's the thing I like about F1 2016. You'll have at least some battles, but depending on how hard the difficulty is, you have more battles, say like on medium, compared to just easy, where you have like 1 or 2 here and there, and that's how you kind of win. By capitalising on other people's battles. Anyway, let's go to the race director, just to see what the hell is going on in the rest of the race. There's another mistake. But the clerk's only 5/10 up the road, so let's go to the race director. And as we can see, 1, 2, 3, half the field in the top 12 is yet to pit. So I'm still in first, Beardmore is actually in second, Schumacher's actually third, Degrassi's fourth, Carl's fifth, and Kobayashi for BMW, that is the other BMW that actually took the same line as me, currently stands 12th but isn't actually in 6th. But let's have a gander. It looks like, yeah, it's actually changed quite a bit, but Robert Kubica just having no luck whatsoever at all in this test race. The Aston Martin engine is not really doing much for Williams in the ERL as of right now. And let us continue. There's the pause menu right there for absolutely no reason. Going into the right-hander. I apologise for the background noise again, but yeah, what can you do? I am filming this in the dining room, so what do you expect? Of course there's going to be stuff happening. Still, I guess it adds atmosphere? I don't know. But our teammate, Sebastian Buemi, has gone into the pits, meaning everyone is in the pits. Beardmore has found everyone and has overtook everyone. Mick Schumacher also overtakes everyone in the pits. And it's 2 and 3 for Mercedes right now. I believe we are now heading on to lap number... Well, nothing really happens now for the next lap and a half. So we are going to head on to lap number 12. But now something's actually happening. It is the 2 Ferraris. I believe, yes, Leclerc is currently in front of McLeod. McLeod did have DRS on Charles Leclerc. There's Lucas Di Grassi right there. And Sebastian Buemi in the rear, or in the background there. But Lucas Di Grassi must be absolutely shooting bricks right now, to be perfectly honest. Seeing just 2 streaks of red just appear behind him. He's probably like, oh shit, or something like that. Even though he's Brazilian, so I don't know what he would say. Anyway, back on our POV, we are currently on lap 13. Yes, this is just highlights, by the way, this is not the actual race. Anyway, let's head back to the midfield, considering we don't normally look at the midfield. Here's the Skoda team. When I showed Josh, Josh Beardmore that Skoda were in it, he actually was laughing for like 5 minutes straight. I hope I might have made a meme right there already, and the ERL hasn't even probably got started, but that is going to be a mistake there. Unintentional, of course, but yeah, still a mistake nonetheless. Beardmore 13 seconds up the road with a lap to go, so unless something absolutely mad happens, I think we have actually secured the win for Audi Red Bull Racing. Coming into the corner that Josh Beardmore absolutely hates. And we now move on to the final lap of the race. On to lap number 14. 15 seconds is the gap, and I believe at some point we are going to get a team radio message, or we probably already have got it. For some reason, whenever I record narration like this, I can never hear the actual video itself, so that's a bit of a... Yeah, that's just not okay. But we are going around the flat-out right-hander, going very, very wide onto the asphalt. That's not okay. And now music is being heard, so hopefully my brother doesn't actually get me copyrighted in this situation. It's not my fault, he's got very loud headphones, so it's kind of... Let's just blame technology. The good man always blames his tool. Luckily the race is kind of nearly over. Going around the final bend. And now it's just a straight drag race, even though it's one person. We've took the checkered flag and we're going to win the pre-season test race in Bahrain. And it's going to be amazing. Here are the final results. As we can see, Josh Beardmore, Mick Schumacher, Charles Leclerc, Sebastian Buemi, Lucas Di Grassi, Kyle McLeod, not doing the best. And then, yeah, Mitch Evans and Jaguar sticking in the midfield. BMW doing quite well, like I just said. Ignore the flags, by the way. The flags are not at all realistic. But anyway, that is going to be it for the pre-season race. We hope you enjoy it, and hopefully I'll see you in the very first race of season 1. And let's be, well, me, Josh and Carl, who are going to be the FIA in this situation, we'll get to decide a calendar. So once we get the calendar decided, we'll get with you guys. Well, we won't get with you guys, but we will. Jesus Christ, that sounded a bit weird, didn't it? But we will come back and we will do the first race of season 1, and we hope to see you then. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.